Everyone. I wanted to make a quick video about some big news that happened today. Ukrainian President Zelensky gave a speech to Congress demanding, you guessed it, that he be given more American taxpayer money to fund his little skirmish with Russia. So we have a Gateway Pundit article here. You see Zelensky here. And it goes on to say Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky on Wednesday addressed Congress after meeting with Joe Biden. Biden announced an additional $1.85 billion in military aid on Wednesday. Congress is also considering sending Ukraine $45 billion in funding. Of course, this is in addition to the billions of dollars the U.S. has already sent Ukraine this year, but this isn't enough, according to Zelensky. Nancy Pelosi proudly held up a Ukrainian flag in the House chamber during Zelensky's visit. And you can see that here. Her and Kamala Harris are smiling behind Zelensky and holding up this Ukrainian flag. So, very interesting. I mean, the mainstream American press, political leaders from both major parties are, falling all over themselves to compliment Zelensky and say, we need to keep sending him more money, more money, more money. Um, Really, there is no dissent on the American left when it comes to this issue. They are in full lockstep. Even the so-called squad, AOC, Ilhan Omar, Ayanna Pressley, Rashida Tlaib, they're all on board with this. There is no anti-war part of the American left anymore. There are a minority of Republicans who oppose sending further, unlimited aid to Ukraine, but there's still a minority of Republicans. The majority of elected Republicans, that is, um, want to continue this. So very interesting. Also, another thing I noticed is that since this whole conflict's been going on, one of the major American newspapers, the New York Post, if you look at their paper here, they've been printing a Ukrainian flag at the very top on the cover of their paper. On one side is a Ukrainian flag, on the other side is the American flag. So, very interesting symbolism there. So this article says Biden agreed to send another 1.85 billion in military aid, and Congress was also considering sending another $45 billion in funding. So, how much money have we already sent Ukraine? Well, quite a lot. According to the CFR, the United States has already sent in excess of $45 billion and likely closer to $50 billion to Ukraine. It says 22.9 billion in military aid, 15 billion in financial aid, and just under 10 billion in humanitarian aid. Now, the truth of the matter is there is no accounting for this money, right? There's not a ledger that they can show us that says, okay, we spent X amount of money on this and X amount of money on that. So we really have no way of knowing where the money's actually going. And that's very concerning. That's very concerning. But nobody really seems to care. Not anybody that can do anything about it. So I don't think we should be sending them any more money. I think we should be working with Russia. Russia is not our enemy. They're not necessarily, our greatest ally, but we should be working with them on an economic standpoint, on a national security front. Whatever goes on between them and Ukraine is between them and Ukraine. So it's just very interesting here that this guy comes over here and basically tells us, you're not doing enough. You need to give us more money. So very interesting. So what do you all think? Am I missing something? Do you think we need to continue sending them more money? Have we sent enough? Should we stop? So yeah, let me know what you all think. And as always, I'll see you on the next one.